to Israeli officials, what could be the solution of the ongoing clash of interests of Turkey and Israel in the Mediterranean Sea? Do you have any message to officials or authorities or any offering a solution to this problem, concerning also Turkish Cypriots and Greek Cypriots?
Again, we are very close to Cyprus, what you call the Greek administration of Cyprus. But if you ask me about kind of the bottom line, I would say this. Israel would like to see peace and tranquility in this area. You asked me about Lebanon, you asked me about other places, Libya. We believe that the road to peace and tranquility is a dialogue and not confrontation, not taking one-sided steps, unilateral steps, as we believe the agreement between Turkey and Libya was. And I believe that I'm not sure that Israel and Turkey can renew nowadays the strategic dialogues that we had during the 90s. I'm not sure we are there, but we have to start somewhere. With every day that passes, the door gets closed, becoming the gap or the opportunity to renew or to normalize the relationship is becoming narrower and narrower. I will say this with all the sensitivities. Israel didn't make any public statement on the Hagia Sophia issue. But when in Jerusalem they read, they hear that the president of this country is saying that now it's Hagia Sophia and next it is Al-Aqsa, this basically doesn't contribute to peace and stability, according to me, to us, and I will say this. Many Arab states have different view than Jerusalem on the Palestinian issue. Egypt, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, UAE, all those states are much more relevant to solving the Palestinian problem than Turkey. And why? Because they understand that establishing a diplomatic dialogue with Israel is much more helpful also to the Palestinians than what I call megaphone diplomacy. Megaphone diplomacy is good for public relations, but if you would like really to be relevant to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, you have to act like Egypt, which is very relevant to Gaza, and like Jordan, which is very relevant to the West Bank and Jerusalem and Al-Aqsa. Currently, Jordan has a special status in Jerusalem, and Jordan is the guardian of the Muslim sites in Jerusalem. We have very close and good dialogue with Jordan on the West Bank. We have a good dialogue with Egypt on Gaza. Both states do not agree with us. Both states have a different agenda than us. Yet, they are much more relevant to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. So, to sum it up, I believe that the key to many of the issues you challenged me with, Erva, today, is establishing a diplomatic dialogue between Israel and Turkey that will replace the public and the megaphone dialogue. This public and megaphone dialogue, which is basically sounded from here, from Ankara, is not good for business.
Then we should say the door should be open, the door should stay open.
I think so. Again, I said already earlier on, and I will repeat it, the ball, as both Jerusalem and Ankara know, is on the Turkish side, and Turkey knows what needs to be done. If what needs to be done will be done, the answer is not here, so it's next to a different table here in Ankara.
Well, thank you for your answers. Your sincere answers. I'm really.
I tried my best.